Hey you, welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
I'm husband.
I'm wife.
And together we're reading the Bible.
Starting with Genesis and eventually ending with Revelations, we're working through every book and offering our atheist 2 cents.
Or shekels.
Yeah, those. We're asking questions and pointing out all the nonsense.
We aren't academics or scholars.
Nope. In fact, when it comes to religion, we really don't know anything at all.
What we've learned so far is that God's a dick.
Oh, he really is, isn't he? If you're interested in how we reached this startling conclusion, maybe start from episode 1.
Otherwise, jump in anywhere. It's all good.
Yep.
Hey wife, we just got a new sponsor. It's Anchor. They must think we're doing something right because they picked us back up.
That's amazing. Want to hear something even more amazing?
Yeah?
I actually know what they are.
You are full of shit. I'm calling your bluff. Tell me about Anchor.
Okay, so Anchor by Spotify is the easiest way to make a podcast with everything you need all in one place.
I'm actually surprised you knew that, but did you also know that Anchor has tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer?
Yes, because I see you do that on your phone all the time and it looks pretty simple.
It really is, and when hosting on Anchor, you can distribute your podcast on listening platforms like Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
But I use CastBox.
Yeah, darling, I know you like CastBox. It gets distributed there too, and lots of other platforms as well.
And how much are we paying for this awesome service?
Absolutely nothing.
Coolio! So then we should tell people to download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started?
Yep, do it now.
Husband!
Wife.
Do you remember what happened yesterday?
I do not.
They crossed the river. The end.
Awesome. I recall them stopping a river too.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
And they said it was going to stand up like a wall, but it didn't happen as far as I know. But they also said it was going to stop up the river, and that happened.
I think the standing up of like a wall was the water that stopped the upriver stuff. But whatever. Anyway, what are we doing today?
We are doing Joshua chapter 4.
All right, let's go ahead and do that.
Okay. Okay, Joshua chapter 4. Ready?
Ready.
Okay. The 12 stones taken from the Jordan.
Just 12 stones?
12.
The hell are the 12 stones?
I'm betting it's probably like the 12 tribes or some shit.
You're probably right.
I could be wrong, but...
You're most likely right.
I'm most likely right. When all the people had crossed the Jordan, the Lord said to Joshua, hey! Just kidding. I'm not going to do that this whole episode.
Okay.
Okay, he said, for realsies, now choose 12 men, one from each tribe.
Oh, you were definitely right.
Look, that was a good guess on me.
Yep.
Tell them, take 12 stones from the very place where the priests are standing, in the middle of the Jordan. Oh my God, they're still standing there?
I mean, they got to hold the water up, you know?
I thought that they crossed.
No, they were holding the water up while everybody else crossed.
Oh my God. And then they just stood there while they're dicking around with all these speechifying.
Well, they got to get the 12 phone. They got to get the 12 stones, you know?
The 12 phones. The 12 phones of Christmas.
Right.
Carry them out, those stones, you know. And pile them up at the place where you will camp tonight.
Okay.
Okay. So Joshua called together the 12 men he had chosen, one from each of the tribes of Israel. He told them, he didn't say hey.
He didn't.
I almost said hey, but
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Go into the middle of the Jordan. When are they getting across this river?
I don't know.
In front of the ark of the Lord your God. Each of you must pick up one stone and carry it out on your shoulder. 12 stones in all, one for each of the 12 tribes of Israel. We will use these stones to build a memorial. You mean like
a memorial for what?
A shrine.
For what though?
Don't remember that time when we dicked around in the River Jordan and we could have crossed it, but instead we stood there a lot.
Right.
We just were.
Well, what are they building a memorial for? What are they memorizing?
Because it's really exciting to remember that time they dicked around in the Jordan.
Okay, all right.
In the future, your children will ask you, what do those stones mean?
Yeah, what do they mean?
Then you could tell them, we dicked around in the Jordan River.
Is that what is it?
No.
Is that what we can tell them?
It says, they remind us that the Jordan River stopped flowing when the Ark of the Lord's Covenant went across.
Ah.
Because we would never remember without these stones to tell us that. Because we are mere men and our brains are oatmeal.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly, because we follow a dick of a god.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
These stones will stand as a memorial among the people of Israel forever.
Really? Because I bet you could not find that anywhere.
I bet that when he said forever, it's the same way that he meant forever in other times that he said forever, which is,
to me, not forever.
Really.
Right.
The opposite of forever, which is sometimes.
Right, yeah.
The opposite,
or not at all.
Well, the opposite of forever isn't never. Because, those are just two sides of the same coin. Mm-hmm. The opposite of each of those is just sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
So the men did as Joshua had commanded them, because why not? We all like a good rock.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, I like to paint rocks, and
I was thinking they could have used them for place them around a fire ring or something.
Well, that would be cool, because then they could put their feet on the stones to stay warm.
Yeah.
That would have been smarter than just a memorial.
Yeah.
Memories, all alone with our 12 rocks. They took 12 stones from the middle of the Jordan River, one for each tribe, just as the Lord had told Joshua. I bet they did.
I mean, that's what they said.
So, this is so long just to say they picked up rocks.
Yeah.
They carried them to the place where they camped for the night and constructed the memorial. Constructed. Mm-hmm. I mean, what? It's fucking super glue?
They drew up plans.
They drew up plans.
Yeah, blueprints.
Oh, it was the Zen boulder stacking.
Is that what it was?
That's what it was.
Okay.
They had to stack them in just such a way.
Well, they had to put them on their shoulder. They had to be pretty big.
Oh, they were big stones.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking, pick up a rock. Did you ever see that commercial with the dog that pushes... Oh, it was for America's Funniest Home Videos way, way, way back in the day. God, I'm old. And it was a dog that was... He was pushing a rock around in the backyard, and he would, get to the end, and then he would turn around and push back the other way, and, the voiceover would go, push a rock, push a rock, push a rock, push a rock, turn around, push a rock, push a rock, push a rock, push a rock. Did you ever see that?
Maybe, but it doesn't,
It doesn't ring any bells?
Yeah.
That was more interesting than these guys.
Right.
And that was a bad story.
Yeah.
That I told.
It was a really bad story.
Joshua also set up another pile of 12 stones. Another pile of 12?
Why?
Why? In the middle of the Jordan at the place where the priests who carried the Ark of the Covenant were standing, and they are there to this day.
Also doubt it.
I mean, they might be because it's underwater. Who fucking knows?
Right, but I doubt it.
Oh, thousands of years, though? No, that shit would have washed away.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, no.
It wasn't even there 100 years.
No, they aren't there to this day.
But no.
No. This is dumb. I hate this.
Yeah.
The priest, you know what? This isn't even bad and insulting, and I hate it.
No, but it's the Bible likes to say these things are forever, and it's God's word, so it's supposed to still be there.
Right.
In my mind, that's what it would mean.
You can't tell me to take the Bible fucking literally and then not have those rocks still be there.
Right. Yeah. No, if they're going to be there forever, then they've got to be there for fucking ever.
Pick a fucking lane.
Right.
Is this forever? Is this for real?
I'm going with no.
No, the answer's no. And that negates the entire take this literally.
Exactly.
The end. We're done here.
We're not done, though.
No, we're not. But, in my mind, I'm like, and sold.
Right, yeah. Okay.
The priests who were carrying the ark stood in the middle of the river because they took for fucking ever just to get across until all the Lord's commands that Moses had given to Joshua were carried out.
Okay.
Meanwhile, ... the people hurried across the riverbed. Oh, did they? They hurried.
I mean, I guess they had somewhere to be. They had to get there by a certain time. They had an appointment.
They were late for a very important date. And when everyone was safely on the other side, the priests crossed over with the Ark of the Lord as the people watched. So again, just like last time, they crossed the fucking river.
Right.
That's 2 chapters of they crossed the fucking river.
Yeah.
The armed warriors from the tribes of, here we go, Reuben, Gad, and the half-tribe of Manasseh led the Israelites across the Jordan just as Moses had directed. Remember that Moses guy?
Yeah, I remember.
He died.
He died.
Okay. These armed men, about 40,000 strong, were ready for battle, and the Lord was with them as they crossed over to the plains of Jericho.
Awesome.
That day the Lord made Joshua a great leader in the eyes of all the Israelites. He made him a great leader that day. He was a great leader that day, I can tell you.
What did they do that was so good?
And for the rest of his life, they revered him as much as they had revered Moses.
But
he crossed the fucking river,
right,
duh.
what did he do?
He crossed fucking river.
Oh, okay. Stop the water, right?
No, God stopped the water.
Well, yeah.
He crossed.
So did the rest of those fuckers.
But Joshua did it. The Lord had said to Joshua, command the priests carrying the Ark of the Covenant to come up out of the riverbed. Okay?
I guess. I don't know if anybody caught that, but okay.
And he told them to get the fuck out the river.
Okay.
So Joshua gave the command. As soon as the priests carrying the Ark of the Lord's Covenant came up out of the riverbed and their feet were on high ground, the water, get this.
You
ready?
I'm ready.
What do you think the water did?
It flowed again.
I bet it did. The water of the Jordan returned and overflowed its banks as before. Bum,
okay.
bum, bum.
All right.
I'm feeling kind of crusty, you know? Like,
what?
I don't know. This chapter is like irritating me, and it's not the worst we've ever read.
Right.
I think I might be in a bad mood.
That might be what it is, yeah.
I think I'm in a pissy ass mood.
That could be it.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I would apologize, except I'm not sorry. The people crossed the Jordan on the 10th day of the first month. January 10th.
I mean,
right?
Sure.
Somewhere around there.
Whatever.
Then they camped at Gilgal. Gilgal.
Okay.
Just east of Jericho.
Okay.
It was there at Gilgal that Joshua piled up the 12 stones taken from the Jordan River. That's what he did. He was a leader that day, I can tell you.
Because he's piled some rocks up.
He piled the rocks. He crossed the river. He piled the rocks.
You go, Joshua.
You didn't cross the Jordan River.
I sure didn't.
You didn't pile the fucking rocks.
I did not. You're right.
Then Joshua said to the Israelites, which you also did not do, I will tell you.
Yeah.
In the future, your children will ask, what do these stones mean? Then you can tell them this is where the Israelites crossed the Jordan on dry ground. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
For the Lord your God dried up the river right before your eyes, and he kept it dry until you were all across, just as he did at the Red Sea, when he dried it up until we had all crossed over.
They didn't have to stack stones at the Red Sea.
He did this so all the nations of the earth might know that the Lord's hand is powerful. They wouldn't have known otherwise.
Right, yeah.
And so you might fear the Lord your God forever, the end.
Okay.
Because fear.
Yeah, and rivers. And crossing them.
I love Joshua. He is so sexy.
He crosses rivers so good.
He is the best river crosser and stone stacker.
There's never been a better river crosser in all of history.
What a leader.
Man, he's awesome.
I love Joshua.
Can't wait to find out more about him.
I kind of think he's hot. I might have a thing for Joshua.
You think so?
I think I have a crush on Joshua.
That's interesting.
No, I really don't.
Okay.
I couldn't play that game anymore. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That went on too far.
Okay.
No. Fuck Joshua. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
That's right.
That's it. That's all I got.
Yeah, so we're reading Joshua chapter 5 tomorrow.
We are indeed, sir.
We'll see. We'll talk to you guys then.
Yep. Bye. Husband.
Yes, wife?
Remember how you told me we're on Patreon now?
Yeah, why?
Because we're starting something new for Patreon members only. Every couple of weeks, we'll cover something in the news, a current event, or something we feel strongly needs to be discussed. And only subscribers get to hear our discussion.
That's right. It's all for our Patreon members as a thank you for their support. Join now for as little as $2 a month to get all of our extra content. Go to patreon.com/sacrilegious discourse.
Do it now. Husband, it's the end.
It is indeed, wife.
Tell the people where they can contact us.
Well, they can get a hold of us via our email, which is sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com. We have Twitter at sacrilegious_D.
For D's nuts.
Oh, why do you know? Why do you keep doing that? Ugh. All right, we have a Facebook page, an Instagram page, and a Pinterest page. But if you really want to get our attention, Twitter's where it's at.
Twitter is where you're at.
Yeah.
And they should also review, like, and subscribe, yeah?
Definitely. Apple Podcasts reviews help us out tremendously. And we also can use your support on Patreon, which is a great place to support us as well. That would be at patreon.com/sacrilegious discourse.
Don't forget to say thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.
Bye.